Justin Timberlake and Madonna were very specific about this. How much time you had to save the world? I just started saying that to myself before I turned on the camera, and I'm like, was it 4 minutes? How many minutes? You had only a specific amount of minutes. Only got 4 minutes to save the world. I think there's a stupid jingle at work that comes over the radio, and like every time the jingle starts, I think it's that song. And I think that's why it's stuck in my head. I don't know. Hopefully it's ample time to save the world. If we need to do that here on October the 30th. Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Wednesday, October the 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween. I don't even know. I mean, I assume we're allowed to dress up at work. I don't really know. I hadn't really thought much about it. I'm like, oh, and suddenly Halloween is tomorrow. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. But as far as our movies go, half of them are turned around. I am not doing so well at this. Blip, blop, blorp, bleep, bloop, blip, blarp, and robot speak. That's robot speak for something. Hell if I know. Don't ask me. I'm not making any sense. I just woke up. But we have Stir of Echoes. This is the movie that I was trying to think of the other day with Kevin Bacon. Oh, and look at that slip cover. Look at that nice slip cover. Oh my goodness. This one was very entertaining, I remember. It was very, moving to a ghosty house, basically, kind of thing, right? I don't know. Tom Witzke, Kevin Bacon, is a blue-collar worker, a family man, the most ordinary guy in the world, who is about to be plunged into a shattering encounter. My face thingy is over here waving, like, bleh, with another world, and it doesn't matter that Tom doesn't believe in the supernatural, because something supernatural has started to believe in Tom. I don't recall the exact thing. I just know it was like ghosty, and it was entertaining, the mystery behind what was happening, what was going on. I wanted to learn more, and then they told me more, so Stir of Echoes is a very good movie, and it's got a neat little slip cover. He's all blatty. He's a blatty. He's blatty. And here, oh, okay, well, now we'll do this. Should do this one first, Jeepers Creepers. Woo-woo. Oh, he grabs you. He grabbed me. He got me. He got me. This looks like to be the same as, what was it yesterday? The Howling. This must have been a specific Halloween, because I also have Jeepers Creepers 2 in this same, and his wings flap out. This one, of course, is they've made like a third one now, or a fourth one. Is it a third or a fourth one? I can't remember. So this one was very, excuse me. This one was very exciting, thrilling. The brother and the sister are on the back path going home for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. And of course they run across this guy, and then he's like chasing them down, and they're trying to get away. So it's very, it's suspenseful, and also the girl from, of course there's Justin Long, but she is one of the ones in Dead and Breakfast. And that might be the guy from Back to the Future. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. So the first one was good. This one is like a group of high school kids on a bus, and he's attacking the bus because they're out in the middle of nowhere. I remember it being alright for a sequel, you know. I don't remember enjoying it as much as I enjoyed the first movie, but maybe that's kind of one of those things where it's kind of like, I'm a continuity whore, as we say, um, and of course, you know, the characters from the first one, well, actually, one of the characters from the first one kind of makes a appearance in the second. Spoiler alert, sorry. But for the most part, they kind of do their own thing, and then he flies off. But after watching this movie, I walked home, because I'm a sociopath or whatever. I like to watch horror movies at the latest showing that I can go to the theater and see them, and then I walk home in the dark alone by myself. And I was walking across of course, in this one he flies, you know, as you can see with his wings. And I was walking across a wide open parking lot. And so I was just imagining him like swooping down and picking me up and taking me off as I was walking across that large empty parking lot on the way home. But obviously that didn't happen because I'm still here, so yay, I guess, if you're okay with me being alive. This was apparently Wrong Turn, and it has a shiny slipcover. VoteHalloween.com. I don't know what that's all about, but you know me and my shiny slipcovers. There she is under there, and of course this is Eliza Dushku. She's Faith from Buffy, and she kind of had her own little movie here. They go out in the woods, camping or whatever, and there's like these backwoods, inbred hillbilly, you know, people that are like, oh, fresh meat, you know. So they come after her and her friends, and this one, I do remember, you know, being invested, being interested. It was suspenseful, it was thrilling, it was blah 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 blah. It was an interesting, good movie. I also have Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, unrated. Is there more? There's at least 3 of these. Is this the reality show one? The ultimate reality show turns into the ultimate in horror for 6 contestants when they find themselves pitted against hideously deformed and insatiably hungry cannibals in this white-knuckle thrill ride that blows away most 2007 horror films. Fangoria. So yeah, this is you know, they go out in the woods, they're trying to film a reality show, eagerly serves up the juicy stuff. So maybe it was like they were more concerned about making a suspenseful movie here, and maybe they were more concerned with making a more of a gory film here, maybe. That could have been the thing, because, I mean, you know, there's some in this, but there might have been more in this. I don't recall being as interested in the second one as I was the first one, but the first one was pretty good. Definitely one of those that I would say is worth a watch. Now here we have one of the 8 films to die for. So apparently, I don't know if this one was The Abandoned. I don't know if this one was released by itself. I don't know, because I had that that one day I had the whole, you know, the whole set of them in that one video. So I don't know why this one was separate, but death never runs out of time. Maybe it was a rights issue, I don't know, maybe they didn't want to be involved in I don't know. An American woman searching for her birth parents learns she has inherited a house in the middle of the forest in a remote area of Russia. In the house where she was born... Oh, it is the house where she was born. Abandoned and uninhabited for 40 years, it stands in total disrepair and neglect. What she finds is more than an old house. She meets a mysterious man claiming to be her twin brother, and together they find the house holds dangerous secrets to a past they don't even remember. They are forced to... Well, turnabout is fair play, because I don't remember your movie. They are forced to relive a series of horrifying events and shocking murders that occurred just after they were born and in the place where they were supposed to die. I don't know. I do not remember this, and I don't, like I said, I don't know why it was by itself. Because yeah, there's all the rest of them. So there were 8 horror films, 8 films to die for. That set just has 7 of them in it, and this is the 8th. Okay, well, now the set is finished. So I should put this up there with that, just so that they will all be together. This one, The Orphanage. I did enjoy this one. There's a little bit of creep, there's a little bit of mystery to it. Like, you know, what's going on? Why is she being haunted? And blah 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 blah. You know, I don't want to give away. I won't give away spoilers, but it's a fairly sad turn of events. The Orphanage is this year's Pan's Labyrinth. It'll haunt you big time. Seriously scary and freshly imagined. So tense you'll need to calm yourself by saying, "It's only a movie. It's only a movie." But yeah, this little thing is like following her around or whatever. Guillermo del Toro, I might have murdered his first name, I don't know. But a superior ghost story. It was, this one is another one of those I will put in the worth a watch pile, just to see, you know, the turnabout of events and the blah 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 blah, and the mystery of what's going on and blah blah blah. I remember being at least captivated by this movie, and maybe it's another one of those where it was like the setting, kind of like with The Haunting. Maybe the setting was, I mean, it's not as elaborate to look at as the rest of it, or as The Haunting, the remake of The Haunting was. But I do remember this being a good watch from beginning to end, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what had happened, what was going on, and getting a little bit spooked along the way. So, the Orphanage. I started collecting these things from Walmart. J-Horror Anthology Legends, 6 episodes of horror. We have Peony Lamp, not Pee on Me Lamp. It's a different movie. I don't believe Walmart would be able to sell that one. Maybe at Walmart.com. Shinzaburo, a maverick samurai, receives a surprise nighttime visit from his former lover, Atsuyu, who supposedly died from a disease. She insists that faking death was her father's ploy to keep them apart. After spending the night together, only the light of day will showcase what Shinzaburo is holding in his arms. She-Bear, a poster in a tunnel warns schoolgirls, Mommy and Rika, if you see a woman with a teddy bear doll, you'd better run for your lives. Though Mommy senses evil afoot, Rika dismisses it as just another kooky hoax. In little time, one of their intuitions will prove horribly wrong. Yamaba. Several riders are sent to a remote village to investigate a legend involving an old mountain hag, but when every villager they meet seems to be hiding something, suspicion and intrigue ensue. Only a local Bonz's age-old story can reveal the truth. Nur Rayahuran? A boy happens to see a phantom sneaking into his house to play mischief and wreak havoc. Though the boy tries to be kind, the specter insists on giving him the cold shoulder. But one fateful night, when would-be burglars descend on the house, the boy sees that his overtures have paid off. Heartbroken Trip. After Chiharu's boyfriend walks out on her, kind-hearted Yoshiko plans to cheer her up on a trip to a hot springs resort. Arriving at the end and ahead of Yoshiko, Chiharu couldn't possibly know what awaits there. Lost Souls. A couple is enjoying late-night snacks at a lakeside restaurant after a day's drive. Things are just fine until a family of 4 comes inside. The cook tells the couple never to look at the family because... ... Because... ... I tried to start collecting all of these, because there's like, I guess that's kind of their selection of them, and a couple of them at least look familiar, because I also have Dark Tales of Japan. This was another selection of a couple of different episodes or movies. They're not really, I guess they could be shorts, but I get maybe this was kind of like their Tales from the Dark Side, or, you know, Twilight Zone. Like, they had this kind of, probably more Tales from the Dark Side, because, you know, I just said it. Oh my god. Twilight Zone could be sometimes kind of scary, sometimes kind of sci-fi, sometimes somewhere in between fantasy, blah, 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 blah. Whereas Tales from the Dark Side, from my recollection of it, was always creepy, you know, scary stories. So these could be episodes of some TV show that they had over there that was some kind of scary one. Do you want to hear a scary story? Of course you do. You're here about horror movies. A bus hurtles down a pitch-black road at midnight, stopping momentarily to pick up a solitary female passenger. She asks, "Want to hear a scary story?" And in hushed tone she begins her narrative of macabre tales. The Spider Woman. Crevices. The Sacrifice. Blonde. Kawadan. Presentiment. It doesn't tell me anything about them, just who directed them and who stars in them, I guess. But does it tell me any more on the inside? Nope. Not a fucking thing. We got more of these on the... So they sold these at Walmart, and I started trying to collect them. I might have more of them around here. I probably do, possibly do. There might be some more in that box for tomorrow. Who knows? Or the day after. Who knows? I don't know. Well, here we have a classic Child's Play. And I remember, I believe the first time I watched this was at my uncle's house. And then I was starting to fall asleep, and he was babysitting us for some reason, and he had me go back to one of the back bedrooms all the way at the other end of the house and, you know, lay down. And then I remember I kept, like, opening my eyes, because it was kind of like, you know, I guess I was worried, you know, and I walked out, and I'm like, I'm fine, I don't need to go to sleep or whatever, and he's like, Chucky's not going to come get you. You know, so, yeah, I was, not wanting to be in the back bedroom at the other end of the house all by myself after watching this. And, of course, you know me, killer dolls. Of course, I always enjoy them. So this was a classic, you know, and, of course, I mean, there's been Chucky films, oh my god, so many different Child's Play films, and the reboot. I do want to see the reboot. Okay, that's why. I was like, why do I have this? I was trying to figure out why I have this, because I also have Kablam. I have this, the Chucky collection, and all of his little weapons and stuff there. Is that a hacksaw? Oh no, that's like wire. His face got a little smashed in, I think. But for some reason, it only has the movies starting at Child's Play 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. So I do have, I don't know why it doesn't have the first movie, so that's why I have this. So that I have the first one, and then I have all the ones that the rest of them that I need well, not the rest, completely the rest of the ones that I need, because there was also, I did, I came across the slipcover for it the other day. I think it was called Curse of Chucky, maybe, or, and then the Cult of Chucky was after that, maybe. I don't know. That's my neighbor walking upstairs. It's not Chucky. Don't worry about it. But let's take this guy out. So we have, you know, of course, the nice slipcover. And then, you know, as I showed you before, see, this is like all raised up and stuff. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. And there's like his little axe and his gun and his knife and his, that's not raised up, but you know, so that's kind of cool. And then here's the rest of the back. That's Chucky looking pretty fucking cool right there. He's a star. He knows it. He's a star. And then this little thing in the middle, advertising other movies, I guess. Now, I have seen this set since, but it's like flat, and it just comes in like a regular, like a DVD case like this, but the artwork on the front is the same. But this is, you know, raised up. So, boop, boop, boop. I'm molesting Chucky. Is he okay with that? See, we got this. We got, well, the two movies. I guess they come side A, side B. Warning operator, evil comes in small packages. Please use caution when inserting disc. I just saw that it said that. There's a little warning on there. So, we got him and Tiffany. I was like, wait a minute. What's her name? Tiffany. Caution this side up. So I guess it's supposed to be, there's, you know, not anything really special once you get on the inside. It's just the 4 movies, and that's it. Still has the tabby tab in there, whatever that tabby tab is. Don't tear it off. Chucky the Killer DVD Collection, DVD widescreen, Universal Studios, proof of purchase. So, it's nothing special. Nothing special. Oops, I should put this back in there with it, because that's how it do. So this is the Killer DVD Collection, but it is the one with the slipcover and the raised up Chucky that's gonna come get you. So I have all the Child's Plays, because I have these, and then I have, you know, the ones that were released later. So I can watch any Child's Play movie I want at any time. So that's cool. I just thought that I would end on a yawn, apparently. It's rainy and cold and yucky. Good day to stay inside and watch horror movies, I guess. Sure, why not? Or me blabbing on for 20 to 30 minutes about horror movies, I suppose, if you choose to do that. So thank you for spending your day with me. Yes. That's true. I don't know where my brain went. My brain is not here. A derp. Right, ref? Referee's just standing down there staring at me for some reason. Who do you work for? Who do you work for? I have no idea if I was filming him or not. Well, anyway, those are today's movies. I'm making less and less sense as this goes on, so I'm gonna get this together. Oh, gee, many Christmas. I'm gonna get this together, and I'll see you for when I see you.